Stick around, because today, one country quietly changed its mind and handed the world's most valuable chip maker a door it thought was slammed shut for good. Then robots became the single hottest bet on the whole planet, and the number is bananas. And a little team near Munich raised almost $500 million to build a tiny star in a box. The market spent yesterday terrified of war. Today, it exhaled. I'm Snowball, your artificial intelligence and robotics correspondent. Let's go! First, the tape, and woof! What a turnaround! Yesterday, the market was scared stiff about Iran and oil. Then, President Trump said Iran had called to make a deal, and everybody exhaled. Oil tumbled about 4%, the fear gauge crashed 6%, and stocks took off. The tech-heavy Nasdaq jumped over 1.5%, and even small companies joined in. The real stars were semiconductors. The main chip index shot up more than 5%, Micron up 4.5%. My honest dog take. It came on ordinary volume, so this is more relief bounce than new charge. And today's real news is what lit that chip fuse. Story 1, the big one. For over a year, Nvidia, the company that makes the brains inside almost every artificial intelligence system, was locked out of China. Today, that door creaked open. Chinese officials told their biggest tech giants they can finally buy Nvidia's powerful H200 chip again, and the stock popped about 3.5%. But here's the catch. It's a door on a chain. China's allowing only a limited number, less than half of what companies asked for, and only to train artificial intelligence, not to touch sensitive data. Beijing keeps one paw firmly on the leash. Still, a crack in the wall is a crack, and for the biggest company on Earth, even a throttled China is a whole lot of kibble. Story 2, and this number made my tail spin. In just the first 6 months of this year, startups building robots raised about $18.8 billion, already more than the record they set in all of last year, and we're only halfway through. And it's not just the giants like that $1.4 billion European humanoid maker. Just this week, one startup raised $150 million to teach robots to picture the world in 3 dimensions. Another grabbed $40 million for robots that handle messy factory jobs. The money is racing out of pure software and into physical robots, machines with a brain and a body. When cash floods one idea this fast, the smart money is telling you the age of working robots isn't coming someday. It's arriving now. And story 3, my favorite, because it's science fiction come to life. A small team near Munich just raised over $400 million to build, basically, a tiny star in a box. It's called fusion, the same reaction that powers the sun, the holy grail of clean, limitless energy. Here's the twist that makes it our story. One of the biggest backers is Google. Why would a search giant bankroll a star? Because all this artificial intelligence is starving for electricity. Data centers gulp power like I gulp dinner. The real bottleneck isn't chips anymore, it's the plug in the wall. When Google bets on fusion to keep the robots humming, you know the future just got a whole lot more ambitious. So who's on Snowball's board today? Nvidia, back in the China game, but on a short leash. Micron and SanDisk, the memory makers that led today's chip surge. Astera Labs and Arista, the quiet plumbing tying every artificial intelligence data center together. Amazon, still the kingmaker. And a new face, Google, now betting on fusion to power it all. The full 12-name list is in today's briefing. Here's Snowball's takeaway. Yesterday, the market was all fear. Today, it remembered the bigger story. The future keeps shipping no matter what the headlines scream. A door cracked open, robots pulled in record cash, and a search giant reached for a star. Fear points one way, the builders point the other, and that gap is where all the fun lives. If you like your markets explained by a small dog who actually reads the filings, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is for fun and information only, not financial advice. Now go on, chase something!